So to see their friendship just imploding on social media, on YouTube. Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl V Coles. Welcome. Today we're gonna go ahead and just have some fun with makeup and just talk. So let's get started. Let's get to the talking. I'm gonna go ahead and do these brows off camera. I'm gonna have the links down below for how I do my brows, apply my lashes, and winged eyeliner down below. And it's very detailed, which is why I'm mentioning it. Instagram is just filled with so much fun. You know, you got Instagram Live, everybody's battling each other. And it's really entertaining because they're playing all of this awesome music, and it's so fun to kind of learn who, you know, came up with all of this awesome, who produced some of these classics that we love. And then when you log on YouTube, it's just like, okay, it's a whole different vibe. It's just drama central between two of, I want to say, our favorite Black YouTubers. So for those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, I am talking about Jayla and Misslynn. Let's just start from the beginning. So for those of you who maybe are not aware about what I'm talking about, or not fully, you know, into it yet, or you haven't had a chance to go on their channels and just see what they've been saying to each other, Jayla originally uploaded a video, and she alluded to certain things, but she kind of left everything up in the air. Then she came back recently and she did another video that she titled, you know, what's been going on in my life, fake friends. And in that video, she kind of was just like, honey, like, just off of everything she was saying, it wasn't hard to imagine who she was talking about. So that happened. Then Misslynn was just like, oh, okay. She literally came out and was like, I'm not going to subliminally talk about you. I'm going to directly let you know I am talking to you. And so she titled her video, Why Me and JK Are No Longer Friends. And, you know, both of them explained their sides. Both of them explained the same stories, but from their perspectives. And after watching that, I was like, you know what? Okay, I took a deep breath. Like, I literally was like, I did one of those. Like, all right, you know what? They can still fix this. They can still fix this. And then Jayla decides to come back and, you know, go, let's talk. And then she goes back into it or whatever. And then Missy decides to say, is this April Fool's? We doing this again? We doing this again? And so Missy just kind of came, you know, swinging, which is what Missy basically has been doing. She really hasn't been backing down. She's been on some, okay, like, if you really want to do this, we're going to do this. And I'm going to go there with you because there's a better way to handle this, which is why I kind of feel like Missy even took it there. I think Missy basically felt like we could have handled this privately, but since you want to be that person who makes this public, I'm going to really take it there with you. Like, I'm going to go above and beyond to make it as public as possible because there's no reason for it to be public. In life, it's normal for people to grow apart. It's normal for, you know, a friendship that you were once like, oh my God, I love this friendship so much, for you to wake up one day and be like, hey, I'm not on the same page as this person, or me and this person don't necessarily have the same things in common. I'm just going to go ahead and pat Coco Naughty like on my lid really quickly. We're going to start off with that as my transitional shade. Oh, wait. Today we're doing like a really cute little chocolatey look. I don't know why. I know it's spring and you guys are going to look at me like, V, why are you doing a chocolatey look? We are in spring. But I don't know. That's just the mood I'm in. I really want to do a chocolatey look. So that's what we're going to do. Why not? If you guys see glitter popping up all on me, it's because of my robe. It has glitter on it, guys. And so glitter is literally popping up everywhere. Let's backtrack and go to the very beginning. When Jayla first uploaded her very first video, I watched it and I was just like, you know when you do that side eye, like, what is this girl talking about? But I didn't really feed into it. I just watched it and I just kept it pushing. Like, you know what? Sometimes people vent on social media, but in my mind, or the back of my mind, I was like, I hope whoever she's talking to, whatever she's talking about, they can resolve it privately. Because I do feel like when it comes to your friends, especially if you guys have been really good friends, almost as if best friends, certain situations should never become public. Those type of situations should remain private. And then she came back and then she did the, well, you know, what's been going on with me lately, fake friends. And I was like, okay, so I guess she didn't handle this privately and she is going to like do this whole, oh, well, you know, I have to share my life with you guys. I have to tell you guys what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to keep it real. I'm not into that. To me, it was whack. It was like, oh, Jayla, come on, girl. Like, I love you. Why are you doing this? So Misslynn came back. And Misslynn came back. She came back swinging.
Don't act like you don't see me. It's
Misslynn came in and she was like, not only am I not subliminally going to be talking to you, I'm going to directly talk to you. I'm going to directly tell you, this is what happened. This is what upset me. And this is the issue that we are having now. I'm not going to lie. Like, the thing about YouTube is these influencers, you become very invested in them. You get very invested in them. You become invested in their lifestyle. You become invested in their content. You become invested in their personalities. So when you see them having a friendship, you become invested in that friendship also. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that I'm enjoying this happening. Comment down below. Matter of fact, comment down below if you're like, if you feel some type of way about them falling apart also. Like, for me, it's like bothersome because I'm like, damn, like, you guys, there was really no way for you guys to fix this. There was really no way for you guys to make it work. It had to be like the end, final, we're done. Like, both of them came from their own perspectives. Both of them basically said what, you know, they felt was the issue, and they went in and made it very clear, you know, what the other did to hurt them. The part that stood out to me the most was, it was obvious their main issue is they're having a communication problem. That's what I think. Like, you guys are clearly having communication issues. I feel like instead of Jayla coming on YouTube to talk about it, she should have just reached out to Misslynn privately and had a conversation with her privately about it. Okay, for my lids, I'm going to go into this Becca palette here, and I'm going to be using this brown shade right here. Period. You guys were friends. At the end of the day, she was your friend. At the end of the day, when you were going through your relationships, when you were having moments, this is someone you confided in. This is someone you called. You did vacations with her. You did trips with her. You allowed your fans and your fan base to fall in love with y'all friendship. And I understand friendships end, guys. I know friendships end, okay? Like, friendships end. But you can end a friendship without doing what they did. In the second video that Missy uploaded, Missy was like, you know what? Like, if there was any chance that we could make up, if there was any chance that you and I could have, like, mended, you know, fences and come to an agreement or meet in the middle where it's like, you know what, we could maybe fix this, it's done. It's done. At this point, it is done. And I was like, damn, like, you know, when something just like, you know, you wasn't ready. Like, I wasn't ready for that. Because even after Missy uploaded her video, I was so hopeful, like, yo, maybe they'll make up. Maybe if they're both able to watch each other's videos, it'll push them to want to figure out a way to fix things. And that is 100% not what happened. The thing is, the same way in a relationship with your significant other, you have to put in that work to communicate. You have to put in that work to be present and to understand what it is that this person needs and what it is that this person is asking you for. It's the same thing when you are in a friendship. I was looking at some of the comments people were leaving. They're like, yeah, Missy, Jayla has changed so much, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, it's not for entertainment. This is these people's friendships. You know, this is not a friendship that was around for a year. Like, you know, like, this friendship was real. It was a friendship. And all friendship have their ups and downs. That's truly how I look at it. Back and I watched some of their old content together just because I enjoy them together. And it really made me realize, like, sometimes as girls, we're quick to dismiss our female friendships because we tell ourselves, oh, I don't need a friend. I don't need that. I don't need that. But sometimes we forget that, you know what? It's always good to have a little friend that you can laugh with, that you can crack jokes with. I'm going to go ahead and use my e.l.f. primer for my entire face. And then I'm going to use my Benefit Pore Professional just in my little T-zone area just to kind of help with my pores. My pores lately have just been doing the most. But back to what I was saying before we had to do, you know, little technical disappearances. When Misslynn uploaded her second response to Jayla, the entire time I felt like she looked like she wanted to cry. You know what I mean? She looked like she was shocked. Like, why is this even happening to us? Like, why are we doing this to each other? You know what I mean? But she also made it very clear, I'm not going to back down and allow someone to keep attacking me. And I'm just going to sit back and be like, okay, girl, have your moment. Do what you want to do. Go. Like, honestly, who does that, though? Would you want to sit back and just let somebody keep going? And she also made it very clear that she didn't want to do this on social media. Like, her and Jayla were having these issues, and she did not want to, you know, go through YouTube to communicate. She wanted to sit down and have this conversation with her in person, and that she's tried multiple times to do it, and Jayla was just not having it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I know some friendships end, I've had friendships in my life that ended, and it felt like it was God that wanted it to end versus me wanting it to end, and I realized I had to accept it. The one thing I will say that I loved about their dynamic was the fact that they were both YouTubers. Like, if you have a channel and you're watching this, and what I'm going to say is going to be the realest thing, this is lonely because you literally sit in a space by yourself and you're talking, and there's no one around versus when you go to work and you're making friends at work with your colleagues and you're building memories with them. So I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Comment down below if anybody else felt like me. Comment down below if anybody else was a little down that you realize, yo, this friendship is really done. And comment down below if you're still holding out that maybe they can, you know, fix this and become friends again. Conceal, I'm going to use this Milani Conceal Perfect again, simply because the last time I used it, at first I was like, wait, I liked it. The first time I used it, I let it dry a little bit, and honey, that was not the right thing to do. So I figured I'm just going to use it again today and not let it dry out and just see what, you know, what happens. I'm not giving up on this concealer. The next time I use it, I'm going to use a brush to blend it out. I'm not going to use a sponge again. I think maybe it's a sponge because this e.l.f. sponge is bomb AF. Like, it's not the sponge. It has to be, I gotta just use something else because I refuse to give up on that concealer, and I just gotta figure out how to make it work. Yeah, no, I just want to see them have a sit down in private. They don't need to come on YouTube and update us if they have a sit down, if they decide to talk things out and work things out. Truly hope that if Jayla comes around, that Misslynn will kind of be like, okay, let's talk. Like, I'm upset that they had to do it this way, but if this way is gonna maybe make them talk, I'm for it. So I'm going to go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in the shade Deep, just to kind of like help this out a little bit. So I'm going to go in and use the e.l.f. contour palette just to set to that cream contour. You guys know, I'm like, if you watched my e.l.f. tutorial, then you know this palette. This palette was made for me in every aspect of, I'm obsessed and I love it. It's the right shade. I'm literally in love with it. And everybody should have this, especially every brown girl, every girl, whatever, should just have it. If the shade can work for you, definitely try it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead now and set our entire face. I'm gonna use the MAC Mineralized Powder now in the shade a Dark Deep, and we're gonna set my entire face. For bronzer, I'm gonna go in with Cocoa Naughty. No, for bronzer, we're gonna go with Mocha Mommy. Like, let me stop trying to be cute. Like, that's my bronzer right there. That's my bronzer right there. Thank you, Rihanna, for them. Like, you have literally changed my life, Ree, with these bronzers for the better, and I am never gonna complain about them. Obsessed with them. Like, did it not just make me look better? Like, I look good. This bronzer just made me look good. Like, what you mean? All right. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put some color under my eye. Let me grab a brush and let's just pop some color under my eye really quickly. I'm going to take the brown that I use all on my lid and we're just going to pop that underneath. All right. So, yeah, that's what I really had to say about that situation. I'm going to take my blush and I'm going to go in with my sponge because this blush, guys, this blush, I love this blush, but this blush is intense. Like, it really is an intense blush because the smallest amount just is a lot. And I don't know if it's because I'm heavy-handed with my blush, but it really be making me feel like that. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender and just dab it in there, and then I'm going to dab it on my face because it really gets like that with this blush. For highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and use the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. Just to pop a little bit of color there. I'm not highlighter queen. Y'all know I'm not into highlighter like that, but this one is cute. My sister wears it, and every time she wears it, I think it's so cute on her, so just pop a little bit of it. Lipstick, I went ahead and I grabbed two different lipsticks. I grabbed MAC Velvet Teddy, and then I grabbed this Maybelline lipstick in the shade Chocolate. Hey, I don't come up with the names. They're both literally like the same shade to me, so I was like, why not? just in case somebody's like, oh, I don't want to use my MAC. Well, you can use your Maybelline. Line my lips. I'm going to use this NYX liner in the shade Espresso. Lips are lined. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline one. I feel like that's what I wanted to use today. At first, I wanted to use the MAC one, but I'm just going to use the Maybelline one. Let's see what it looks like on. Okay. I have this Becca gloss in the shade Chocolate. I don't know how to pronounce the second word. It's called Chocolate Geode. So this is what it looks like. It's in the shade Chocolate Geode. And I'm just going to pop it in the middle, guys. I'm just a gloss girl. Like, I love a gloss. I cannot commit to anything without committing to gloss. So we're just going to put that in the middle just like that. Just to kind of give me a little puff. You guys can come for me in the comments because I clearly look like I'm ready for fall. So I've obviously canceled spring and summer and I just went right to the fall, right? I'm sorry. I just had to do a chocolatey brown look. That was just my mood. I don't know. I've been in the house too much. That's just my mood. Definitely comment down below, or, you know, think about some of the things that I said when it pertains to friendship, especially their friendship and how it fell apart. I really want to just see if anyone cares, just to kind of tell me what they think about the situation. If they kind of looked at it from my perspective where it's like, please make up, just to have them come back and say, yo, it's done. It's never going to make up. And if you kind of felt a little sad and were like, yo, I was invested in this friendship. I enjoyed watching this friendship and you guys had good chemistry together. Yeah, so I had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this chit chat, get ready with me. I will see you guys in my next upload. Don't forget to, you know, give it a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. Subscribe if you have not subscribed, and hit the bell to be notified every single time I upload. What are you waiting for? And as always, love first. Bye, my babies.